Gemini, what if this time the real breakthrough isn't in your words, but in your silence? What if clarity doesn't come from decoding the signs, but from finally listening to the one voice you've been avoiding, your own? Because this lion's gate, it doesn't just light the path forward. It burns away the masks, the mental gymnastics, the charm that hides the ache. And with Mercury, your cosmic ruler, flipping into retrograde, you're not just being asked to slow down, you're being asked to come back to yourself, to the version of you who isn't performing, but present, who doesn't need to explain, just exist, because the lion's gate is wide open, and Mercury, your ruler, is in reverse. This is not just another cycle, it's a cosmic checkpoint. One that doesn't ask you to figure it all out, but to remember what's real. Let's begin with the Lion's Gate. August 8th, when the sun in Leo aligns with Sirius, Orion's belt, and the pyramids of Giza, a spiritual passageway opens, flooding Earth with high-frequency light codes, activation, clarity, and truth. For many signs, this portal feels like an invitation. But for you, Gemini, it's more like a reckoning. Why? Because your mind is your weapon and your armor. But this season doesn't want cleverness. It wants coherence. Not how well you can explain your life, but how deeply you can live it. The Lion's Gate opens your heart and third eye simultaneously. Your intuition spikes, your dreams get louder, and your thoughts, they don't just analyze, they magnetize. This is powerful, but also disorienting. Because just as you're receiving all this galactic clarity, Mercury, your ruling planet, turns retrograde. Suddenly, your usual agility feels clunky, your words misfire, your plans delay, and you start to question if the downloads you're receiving are even trustworthy. But that's the point. Mercury retrograde isn't here to confuse you. It's here to confront you, to make you pause before you speak, to ask yourself, am I reacting or revealing? Am I performing or processing? Because Gemini, you've learned how to survive with duality. But this month, you're being asked to choose congruence, to integrate the parts of you that usually compete for airtime, to unify the inner twins so they stop spinning in opposite directions. It's time to slow down, not because you're doing something wrong, but because speed no longer serves you. Let's talk about relationships. This season, they hit different. People from the past may reappear. Ghosts with new names, exes with shiny promises, or situationships that never really ended. And you, ever curious, ever open, may feel the pull to explore. But pause. Ask yourself, am I seeking resolution or distraction? Because Mercury retrograde can be seductive, but rarely stable. If something returns, don't rush to reopen the chapter. Skim the pages first. Notice the patterns. How did it feel last time? Did you shrink? Did you silence your truth? Did you compromise until you disappeared? You don't need to repeat the storyline just because the character came back. This time, you get to edit the script or close the book entirely. If you're in a relationship, conversations may feel loaded. Misunderstandings could flare. You might feel a growing gap between what you say and what you mean. But don't panic. This isn't the end. It's the invitation to relearn each other, to ask harder questions, to stop performing compatibility and start building it. You don't have to be understood all the time, but you do need to feel safe being honest. And if your honesty creates tension, good. That means it matters. In friendships and social life, expect clarity disguised as conflict. Someone's offhand comment may reveal deeper misalignment. You may realize that the group chat you always respond to leaves you feeling empty when you close the app. Your social battery, it's precious right now. Protect it. You don't need to explain your silence to people who never noticed your presence. Let's shift to career. Mercury retrograde in this cycle can make deadlines fuzzy, collaboration tricky, and plans feel like sand in your hands. But here's what's really happening. The universe is removing distractions. So you can hear the deeper calling. You've outgrown some of your goals. Not because they were wrong, but because they were small. This portal isn't just about dreaming big. It's about dreaming true. Ask yourself, what version of success am I still chasing that no longer belongs to me? Where am I performing productivity? Instead of honoring purpose, what would I create if I wasn't trying to prove anything? Lionsgate wants you to anchor your vision in authenticity, not applause. So if things slow down this month, let them. Use the space to realign. Update your goals to reflect who you are now, not who you were when you first set them. Your future needs you present, not perfect. Now let's talk about your inner world. Gemini, you are a mind in motion. Your thoughts are galaxies. Your insights, brilliant. But brilliance without embodiment can become burnout. This month, give yourself permission to feel without fixing, to rest without guilt, to pause a conversation just because your nervous system said so. You're not being flaky, you're being human, and your humanity, it's sacred, especially now. So journal if you need to, cry if it moves through you, lay on the floor and stare at the ceiling if it helps you process. You don't need to know where it's going. You just need to be with it. That's the lesson. That's the gift. Let's anchor this into some gentle reflection. What stories are you still telling out of habit that no longer feel true? Who are you trying to convince when you explain yourself over and over? What version of you is quietly waiting to be believed without proof? You don't need to be understood by everyone. You just need to be understood by you. Lionsgate will show you flashes of your highest self. Mercury will show you what still blocks the way. Together, they offer transformation, but only if you say yes. Not a performance yes, not a maybe in secret yes, a real one, a rooted one, a yes that comes with boundaries, with discernment, with grace and with fire. You are not just here to say interesting things. You are here to live them, to embody the wisdom you offer others, to practice what you post, to love in a way that doesn't abandon your center. So, speak slower, listen deeper, create with less polish, more presence, rest, reset, reconnect. Your frequency is shifting, not because you're broken, but because you're finally ready to be whole. Gemini, the twins are no longer at war. They are dancing, they are merging, they are whispering the same truth in unison. I no longer need to choose between my light and my shadow. I am all of it, and I am free.